People are always confused about why their relationship patterns are the way they are. And it's amazing to me how many times I see once somebody describes to me what their parents' relationship was like, and they start to really talk through it and really describe the dynamics between their mother and father. And it not always, but very often becomes completely clear, at least to me, that so many people are living out the pattern of their parent or parents. It can be a combination, but sometimes it's an unbelievable similarity. I mean, I talk to a lot of women because I do relationship coaching for women and trauma work for women a lot. I've seen women say, my mother got divorced at the age of 42. I got divorced at the age of 42. My mother was widowed from her second marriage when she was 50. I was widowed at the age of 50. My mother developed this illness at the age of 52. I developed an illness at the age of 52. Like, unbelievable parallels. You can't make that up. Now, is this by choice? No. This is programming. It's not genetic. You might say it's epigenetic. That's a whole different subject. But it doesn't matter. However you want to describe it in whatever terms, on whatever level. This is very common. It's not this way for everyone exactly. This is very common that we find ourselves living out the same patterns, the same exact sequence of life events that our parents experienced. So what does that mean? What do we take away from that? What do we do with that? Well, the most important thing to take away from that is the recognition that whatever is the driver of your life, whatever is steering your life, is not random. It's not random chance. If you're not paying attention, you might call it random, or you might call it destiny, fate. But really it's programming. You've absorbed a pattern or a belief system from watching your parents' life. You could also say this is ancestral energies that repeat, because it might go back further than just your parents, these patterns, and they do. It's interesting, isn't it? Something worth exploring. Because if you can crack that, if you can look at that and go deep into that, then there's ways we can change that pattern at a very deep energetic level. That's the only place that you're going to really find yourself moving in a different direction and not fighting against whatever sort of pathway that you've fallen into, that you seem to be just moving through automatically. That's what it means to do deep work, especially on that sort of ancestral level. So there's a reason why things are the way they are. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility if you want to change it. And there are ways to do that.